Welcome back to the Hoodie and the Headband Show, special WNBA mock draft edition, man. I am joined by my boy Tariq. You know, of course, it's your boy Bryce. And let's get to it, man. Tariq, I gotta ask you, it's a new week. How you doing?
Look good, man. I'm just trying to get this bread.
Yeah.
When our to be with Drew. So
Yeah.
by,
My boy.
out,
Congrats to you, sir.
by the time this is out, this should have already hit. Either the Cash App, the Venmo, or the Zelle. One of the three.
He said pick one.
Pick one. It really don't matter to me. You hit the Zelle, it's in there right away. I ain't even got to worry about nothing. I just go look like boom, yeah, boom. Yeah, my boy Kyle just had his second child.
Hey, congrats.
Little baby Oakland. That's a fire name too. I was like, damn, that's a nice name. Spelled like Oak, like OAK, and the LIN. I said, oh, that's tough. I don't think I've ever seen somebody with the name Oakland.
That's tough.
That's very tough. So shout out my boy Kyle. But yeah, man, just Drew running my money. That's it.
All right. Name your child after a city is kind of cool. Like it depends on the city though. Like, I mean, I've heard Brooklyn, Harlem.
Name me your kid.
Huh?
Name me your kid Harlem is crazy.
I think it's tough. I know a girl named Harlem. I was like, yo, like,
Nah, it's kids with the name Hennessy.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how like people name their kids.
Crazy name.
People name their kids like these really nice words, and their kids be the complete opposite. Like faith, honesty. They kid lie all the time. They don't even know what they name means.
Ain't Khloe Kardashian daughter named True?
Yeah. Everything over there false.
I remember I saw a tweet. It was like, oh, Khloe named their daughter True because the daddy ain't. I was like, all right. We're not gonna talk about ex NBA champion with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And now ESPN.
Oh, you saw.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about bro before that.
I'm not saying his name. I'm not saying his name. I'm not saying his name.
I'm talking about bro before that.
I'm not giving that name any power. I'm sorry.
I'm talking about bro before that. That's why I laughed.
Oh, you was talking about.
I didn't know who you was talking about. I thought you was talking about LA.
Oh,
number 7.
Stephen A.
What?
No, I'm saying
Stephen. Oh
Stephen.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, respect to him though. Respect to him though, man. Respect. He a legend in my eyes.
All right. But yeah, I need I need him to run me this money, and I need that money for the W League too.
Oh no, I don't think you're getting that.
Why not?
Because I'm coming for that.
Cap? I feel like you say that a lot, and you don't never do that.
I know.
Was he in my league last year? Who won my league?
Your league?
Me.
Your fantasy league?
If I'm not mistaken, I ended up playing somebody else. It wasn't even you. It wasn't even somebody that followed the game. I ain't gonna say who it was. But it wasn't nobody that followed the game. That's all I'm gonna say. So, but yeah, I'm gonna need that back to back. Run me that.
That ain't happening. I'm coming for it all. Like I'm locking in. Like I gotta get right.
I'm gonna pull up. I got Steph, Wemby, Paolo, and Tyrese Maxey in this league. So the W, I'm gonna get Satu, Caitlin, Candace, and somebody else. I don't know. A second-year player. Probably not. Aaliyah Boston. That's him.
Oh, I say Ryan's not a second-year player. All right, word, but yeah, that's good to hear. You're doing good. Congrats to you on winning your first paid fantasy league. What's up?
Yeah, run me that.
Yeah. How are you memeing that?
Shit, $3.
Oh boy, yeah. I'm gonna have fun. I'm memeing this episode. I'm gonna have fun. But word, that's what's up.
Oh no, what bro do?
That's it. Anyways, man, that's what's up. Glad to hear. Congrats to you, my boy.
But yeah, how about you, bro?
I'm good. It's been an interesting weekend. It's been a fun weekend though. Shout out to my boy Hassan and his family, friend of the show. Listen to the show. Him and his girl have another kid. I'm getting another niece. So
Camera.
shout out, huh? Okay. But shout out to them boy, man. That's another one of our future stars. I said, I already got my nephew right. We trying to get him to dribble the ball now. He travels a lot. He just picks the ball up and he travels. But we gonna get him. We gonna get him. We gonna get that left right. We gonna get that left. He gonna be a mean lefty, you know. And back then, I remember when a kid was left, I was like was a lefty. Like if you had a left hand, you was nice. But if you was already left-handed, it's like, oh, you nice. Like, because people didn't know how to guard a left hand like player at 10. Like, what were you gonna do? People didn't know what to do with that, man. You shoot with your left, it's like, oh, what? Like,
They shoot with the left, contest with the right.
yeah.
They shoot with the right, contest with the left.
I mean, I learned that quick too. That's why I am the defender that I am. Let me stop. I'm not even gonna try to gas myself right now.
I
But
was
hey,
waiting.
I'm not the type to run away from smoke though. So I mean, if hey, I'm ready to check up. I'm ready to check up.
Tony Allen,
Or see Molly, baby.
Derek White, Alex Caruso, Herb Jones, Victor, Rudy Gobert. Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mixed with the Klay Thompson.
I feel like
Oh,
we could be a good, 2-on-2 duo.
P, Jacob.
Oh, oh,
You heard it.
oh,
Jacob got to hear this regardless. So, Jacob.
exactly. That's why I'm like, oh.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of talking in the group chat. So,
It was. But yeah. But anyways, man, let's get to it, bro. WNBA mock draft going down to Brooklyn. Fans are in attendance. Why you look at me like that, man? Going down to Brooklyn, man. Fans are gonna be in attendance for the first time in a while. Sold out in 15 minutes. I was like, dang. But I would have loved to be there, but it's always next year, other years, whatever. But yeah, I think this draft class, I don't know, this is an important draft class. I know we've had other draft class before, thinking of,
by far the most important.
yeah, but we have had, good Lord, we have had other big draft classes, but I think this is the most anticipated draft class that we've ever had. And this is like the start of a new era for women's basketball. The start of a new era for basketball in general, honestly, bro. Um, these girls are gonna transcend and take the game to higher places.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But I mean they've had so far, being that they were the leaders. Excuse me. Lord, don't know what that was. But being that they led the I'm trying to think of who they I don't know I don't even know what I'm trying to say here. But being that they were the forefront, being the faces of the tournament this past season, being that they were excuse me, there they go. Being that they were faces of the tournament, faces of women's college basketball, they really carried it, put it on their backs, and really took it to higher places. I mean, we've seen record-breaking numbers in viewership this year for the Sweet 16. No, for the Sweet 16, Elite Eight, Final Four, and championship rounds. Um, Attendance, ticket prices, all that higher than the men's this year. So yeah, so respect to the women out there doing their thing, and best of luck to all the women that are in the draft pool and are going to get selected in tonight's draft. With that being said, man, we gonna go through our mock draft that the one and only the head not having the hoodie Q-tip put together, and we gonna go over it, and we gonna go through this first round, talk about how we think this draft should go.
Yeah.
Rick, you got any comments, concerns, questions before we start?
Say, I'm no draft expert. If you've seen my drafts in the past, they've not always gone the way that I thought they were going to go.
No, this year? Oh my gosh!
And once I got past 4, I would say 5. 6 through 12 was pretty difficult. I moved a couple of people around multiple times. So, and then there was a trade
Yeah,
that flipped it. So,
and I'm glad we chose to record when we did.
so am I. So yeah. So take this with a grain of salt. I try to do it based off of fit and situation more so than talent. Not saying that I think the people that weren't in this list are more talented or less talented. Um, just what I feel like makes sense. But obviously, I'm not in their draft rooms, and there's not like there's any workouts or anything that they get to do. So they're basically just picking them based off of what they saw in college. So I will say it was really cool seeing, and it's been for the past couple of years, but seeing how they come out to New York and there's a whole like press run and everything. And one of the videos I saw yesterday, just seeing another player walk in every time. I'm like, damn, they about to be in the league.
Yeah,
They about to be in the league. Like every time someone came around the corner, I was like, damn, they about to be in the league.
cool moment for sure.
Hopefully, but it was really cool to see that at the very least, like they get that draft moment, that chance to prove themselves and that chance to get to the next level. So, yeah, really just excited to see what happens. Hopefully, this is a turn for the better. Not saying that it's been bad in the past, but just there's more players that end up making teams this year. So, because I mean, it's been that way for a couple of years, but there's so many talented players in this draft class. That's like, man, it could be so many talented players that end up without a job or without a spot in the league. But I will say, if you do get cut, that's not the end of your journey if you don't want it to be, because you have players like Carly Samuelson and players like Natasha Cloud and Alicia Clark that have been cut and had to come back and work their way back into a court. Crystal Dangerfield, one Rookie of the Year, had to come back and work herself back into the league.
Yeah, Kaiser doing it now.
Kaiser, Dee Richards.
Yeah,
Like there's a ton of players that
Brown.
in the league, then out the league, and they're back in the league. Odyssey Sims.
Yeah,
Chuck Sutton, got
yeah,
her chance. Morgan Birch got her chance last year.
yeah.
Rebecca Gardner a couple
That's
years
why
ago.
I say Rebecca Garden
Yeah,
played
so
overseas for a minute.
just because
Yeah.
just because you get cut don't mean your chance is over. So just keep working. I think Carly Samuelson is a great like barometer because she always makes herself available for any team that needs to pick someone up, and she comes in and she's a professional and she plays well every single time, and she works herself into an actual contract with the Mystics. So you can look at somebody like that, and if you do get cut and this is what you want to do, it don't got to be the end of the road. So I'm trying to say, especially since hopefully in the next couple of years we get a couple more teams in here, and that's when it opens up for a lot more people to get a chance. But just happy to see these players, get this opportunity and get this moment.
Yeah, man, I agree, man. Thinking about some of the other players that are like kind of further down on this list, or just that are in the talks of being later draft picks. I'm just like, man, I really love their games, and I really hope that they can make a difference. Like, we can talk about it when we get to these picks. I don't want to spoil nothing, but like I said, seeing that video and seeing the players that were selected to be in,
Sure.
they got the invite to
Green
the
room.
yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of felt the same way as you. It's like, no, this is dope to see, and this is like really. I say that me appreciate their game a little more, but it's like no, they really made it, like they're really here, and it's gonna be fun to watch them. And being like
Awesome.
this is the first kind of, I don't say the first class, but like since covering the game, this is like the first group of players I covered and watched in college for real. I mean, because I always kept up with the game, obviously, but on the analytical side, on like the being on this side of like making content and like breaking down the game and stuff, this is a special class for me because they were freshmen like 4 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, or and they were. I mean, we didn't have a tournament in 2020, but that 2021 tournament and then that first year that we started covering the game, that's like
Yeah.
that sticks with me, And I remember these players
Players,
then, I
players.
remember players now, like hearing them throughout the years and stuff, and seeing them. I don't know, it just feels like it's a moment, like 'cause it's like a transition moment for real. It's like we're growing with them. So
Yeah.
yeah, but no, I think this class is an important class and is going to be very important. Like we're going to talk about the 2024 WNBA class, not just Caitlin. Obviously, we're going to talk about Caitlin a lot, but this is a deep class, and I feel that this is going to be a class that's going to have a 30 for 30 or something like this. This class has the opportunity to change the game.
I agree.
But let's get into it, man. Do 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 do. I don't. I think the W might.
Because football. Just
That's
the NFL.
I always do that. What's
Yeah, that's the NFL, bro.
that is the NFL. Damn. And it's April. Damn.
I don't even know. I don't even know if the WNBA has a sound for this.
I don't know, but we'll find out tonight. But so yeah, with the first pick of the WNBA 2024 the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever are selecting.
Kia Jackson. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's like the number 22, obviously.
Yes, they're taking Caitlin Clark.
I was about to say they're taking Cameron Brink, who also wears 22.
Um,
Yeah, Caitlin Clark, man. She was on SNL this weekend, bro. That's another thing I like too with this whole draft part. Like they're stars. Like Angel courtside at the game, Knicks Nets game. When she saw her fellow LSU Tiger drop 41. All right, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just leave it at that. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna leave it at that. And then Caitlyn on SNL. I thought that was tough. I like the I kind of like the angle they went with it and like
Michael
how
Che, bro.
huh?
Michael Che and Mitch.
I feel like he had to be the type to get I don't say get sacrificed, but just be like I think what's the other guy's name that he does it with?
Alan Jones.
Yeah, I mean, probably it could have been him that he could have that could have took his place, but
No, bro, I was talking bad about them a couple weeks ago.
oh, he was talking bad about them.
Yeah.
Wait, Michael Shea was or the other dude was?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why they had Michael Shea there.
And a couple years ago, he was like, "Oh, I don't really follow because it's different. It's a different sport." And they're like, and the lady was like, "It's literally the same sport." He's like, "Nah, they don't be dunking or nothing." And he's like, "But I'll go to a game if they give me tickets."
Yeah, I just hate that stance. I'm sorry. Basketball is basketball. Like I was telling homie mom, I'm just like, there's like, yeah, you guys are kind of different. You guys covered the W. I'm just like, yeah. I was like, bro, basketball is basketball, bro. Like, if you nice, you nice. Put the ball in the hoop. I'm watching it. All right. Like, I'm
Come on
sorry.
now.
I just love basketball. Year round. I watch basketball year round, literally. Like NBA season's about to end. WNBA season's about to start. And when WNBA season ends, the NBA season starts. So basketball never ends.
People be so quick to be like,
I always win.
people be quick to be like, damn, what we gonna do without basketball? Like,
Watch more basketball.
you're stupid.
I know you're not watching. Well, I watched a little bit of golf today. It's the Masters, but it's the Masters. And as I get older, I'm appreciating golf. So I'm appreciating baseball a little more too. But this is just a growth thing, you know. Yeah, let's get back on point, man. Let's get back on point. Caitlin Clark SNL. I thought it was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. Although you could tell she's reading. Like I was just like, dang girl, like look a little natural.
Yeah.
But I mean, she did a good job though. She did a good job. That was funny.
Pull the moment, yeah.
Jacket that she had was kind of hard too. It's a Nike jacket.
Discourse on that, I'm just like, bro, what are we doing?
A Nike jacket. She's a Nike athlete. That's the way I saw it.
That ain't what they thought it was.
I know. I woke up from my nap and I saw something. I said, oh.
Sydney Close is funny though.
Yeah. It's good to see. She said, "Good to see that she's in solidarity." I'm like, man, but Caitlin Clark, number 1 pick. Why does this make sense outside of her being the best player in the draft?
I mean, the main thing we talked about them needing last year was a point guard all season. Leah Boston was able to play well, kind of like Wemby this year in a sense. Honestly, Leah Boston was really dominant right out from the start, and she was doing that without great point guard play. And Caitlin Clark is going to bring that from day one, even if it takes her a while to get used to physicality or get used to shooting, which I don't think it will. But if it does, the passing is not going away. No. At the very least, she's going to have 8 to 9 assists a game. Yeah. She's going to make the game easier for Leah Boston, Alyssa Smith. She's going to get Katie Lou open shots. So she'll make the game. She'll take the pressure or take some pressure off of Kelsey Mitchell as well.
You'll be able to throw Leah Boston some entry passes.
Don't even get me started, bro. Bro. Never mind. She can for sure throw entry passes. If she can throw the ball to Hannah Stokes, she can throw the ball to Leah Boston. And they got time to play together as well. I want to say they played together before with USA.
I'm about to say I saw that photo where it was what? It was Paige, Caitlin, Cam, Aaliyah. It was somebody else that had a back turn. I think Diamond Miller's on that team too. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
squad, bro.
Boys have a squad. But yeah, that's just Yeah, and she'll be able to contribute right away.
Yeah.
It'll be one of the better offenses in the league just because of the kind of engine she can be for a team like them. And it's only going to help all of them. They're all going to benefit. He's going to benefit from playing with WNBA players, really talented all-stars. In Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell. She's going to play with people that understand the league and the game, like a Katie Lou. She's also going to play with some people that she's somewhat familiar with, and like Grace Berger, Lexi Hull.
Yeah.
So,
squad, boy.
Hey, you throw one name in there, and she started to change a little bit. But
listen to bro.
Caitlin is the for sure number 1 pick in this draft.
Definitively. But yeah, no, I think this fell in their favor for sure. And I think that Caitlin has a chance to have a tremendous, spectacular season. I'm not freshman, rookie season, despite of all the drama and criticism, getting chatter, hate, jealousy.
I hope the one that was like you have to see when you get in the league. I hope she try to guard her.
Yeah,
you can't say what you were saying on that couch.
I'm interested for that matchup. I might even call out so I can make sure I watch that game.
You can't say what you were saying on that couch, and then when it's time to check up, you got Kyle on her. Nah. You was the ones talking that smoke.
We need
to go put out that fire.
We need the rookie versus the vet, man.
Go put out that fire.
I said, no run from the smoke that you cause. You're gonna have to put it out.
Because Sue can't do it. Sue retired.
Yeah.
DT.
It's on you.
DT.
Yeah.
And I ain't talking about elbowing either. Don't go out there, trying to injure people and then get a call. I'm just saying. I know how certain people be sometimes. So
Yeah, shout out to Caitlin though. She got an Olympic invite too for Olympic training camp. So Anthony Davis dang on Chris Leitner type beat.
Oh yeah.
Those are only two like rookies I can remember being part of an Olympic team.
I think they did. They used to do one like every
at least one.
Yeah, on the men's side at least.
Yeah, at least one. But
because in 2016 they chose Stewie over Candace. Over Candace, yeah.
Oh, so that's where Gino.
Gino was the coach.
Candace beef kind of stemmed from or whatever.
Hey, when was the last time Gino won a championship?
Candace though in 2016.
What's the last year that Gino won a championship?
Hey, that's a fact.
Just saying.
Hey, till he do right by Candace.
I'm just saying. Hey, UConn wasn't this injured. No, I'm just kidding. That's crazy. No, that's crazy. I'm just kidding.
That's it. I'm playing. All right. Caitlin Clark, pick one. Number 22, going to Indiana. Going to be Indiana Fever. They should be no Stranger Things jerseys back. Like, make a new version of them.
Good on that. I ain't
gonna lie. All right. Pick number 2. LA. Los Angeles Sparks.
I got Cameron going here.
I was going to introduce it.
My fault.
WNBA draft. The Los Angeles Sparks select
Cameron Brink. It looked like he was waiting on me to say something, so I was want there to be like Cameron Brink.
Cameron Brink stays in California. She don't got to move. Well, maybe she do got to move.
For the Sparks, I feel like they wish there was another guard here. I'll be interested to see like if Paige had come out, who they would have chosen, because they can use a point guard and they need a post player.
Yeah,
but they have the 4 pick. So if you, because I have them taking 2 post players in this, but if Paige is available, you probably go Paige and then a post player, and that probably helps them more in the long run. With Azare being out this season, I don't believe Lee Uru is coming over because of Olympics. So you're a little shorthanded in the front court position with no NECA this year. Obviously, she's with a new team. You still have De'Erica Ham, but you got Mo Billings. But they need that, and Cameron Brink is going to bring versatility at a position that they haven't had. I guess if you say, depends on what she's saying NECA played as. If she played as a 3 or 4, but she's going to bring a ton. She's going to bring energy. And as long as she works on, not fouling and things like that, she's got the sky's the limit for her. She could end up being the best player in this draft class for sure. She has that kind of talent.
Yeah, I definitely agree too, bro. Saw it early on. Especially with them with her being a big part of that championship run at Stanford, her play then as a freshman. And seeing how she's, developed her game since, I think she's going to develop her game even more. And she's going to have to learn to play differently being that she's in the W, like she's not going to gamble on certain, just not gamble the way she used to on certain plays. And she's going to have to play smarter to be in this league and to stay in this league. So I know that she knows that. I know that the development will be there, So, especially, since she works out with people like Stewie in the off season, and don't they got the same trainer or something like that?
I think Stewie works with Brun in New York. I think Cam works with Drew Hamlin now.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
At one point they did.
I know Stewie works with dude in New York for sure.
Yeah.
Chris something.
Chris Brickley.
Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, the never miss Jim.
Literally.
Boy, Andrew, we say he missed a three. I said, oh Lord.
There was a jump cut though.
It was?
They skipped all of the top of the key.
Oh.
There was no top of the key. It went from
What's top of the key?
It went from left to corner, or like corner, left wing, and then right wing.
Top of the key.
I don't think so.
I didn't see a jump cut in the video I watched.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was.
Now put Camila Cardozo in that gym. I want to see something.
Nah, that's crazy.
That might come off as hate. That might come off wrong, but I mean, I only said it because she only made 1 3. She only shot 1 3 and made 1 3. So I want to see something.
Go in there and start hitting a bunch, then something up in that gym, bro.
I wonder how much a session is, because I would love to try to see if I miss a shot in that gym or not.
You will.
Damn, you don't believe in me, bro. You sound like someone else I know, bro. Let me stop. That's crazy. That's anyways.
Wow.
Cam Brink, second pick to the Sparks. I think she has a chance to have a great WNBA career. I think she is obviously not obviously. She's another one of the ones that makes this draft class special, and someone that we're going to talk about for a long time, and it's a part of why I just said that. Cam Brink, second pick to the Sparks. All right, this is where it gets interesting. Chicago Sky. You got a couple places you can go. Got a couple draft starts that have improved since the tournament. Like, what direction do the Chicago Sky go with in their I can't talk to them. What direction do the Chicago Sky take with the third pick? I mean, hey, they also made a pick swap with the Lynx earlier too. So we're going to talk about that a little later in their game plan and that. But them going through the drastic changes in their offseason, well, since last season to this point now, what need did they address with the third pick?
This is an interesting pick for them because they have 3 picks in the first 13. So they have a chance to get a player at each slot. This pick is really what are you valuing? I have them picking Rickea Jackson. I just think upside wise and fit wise, you could really use her. You have Marina, you have Diamond, got Liz Williams, Izzy Harrison, Bree Turner, Dana Evans. So you throw Rickea in there at that 3 spot, and you can really run. I mean, she could run from the first day, first training camp. You just throw it right in there, and she'll make it work. She's got it all. She can score at every level. She's a good defender too, and she's a great competitor. Seeing her play against Team USA and the way she was going at Ka, and going at DT, when they played Tennessee earlier or before the season, I was like, yeah, she's gonna be ready for the W. Because if you can play against the best players, you can play against anybody in the league. So I know she's gonna come in with a mindset that she wants to be the best player in this draft class. And I can see her winning Rookie of the Year, to be completely honest with you. I think she could have a really good rookie season. So yeah, I got Rickea Jackson going to the Sky with the third pick.
Yeah, dog. Rickea Jackson, man, is a baller hooper, one of them ones for real. Someone that can help a team right away with her ability to score. Like she's in I don't say like a tweener position, but like she can really, you could have her as a guard, you can have her as a forward, and she can really work out. Like she can really be like a good 3 that they need, especially after losing someone like Kalia Copper and having someone of this skill, this ability available in the draft, and you having the third pick and someone that can help your team right away. I think Rickea Jackson's the way to go here. All right. Sparks, back on the clock. Who is teaming up with Kate? Oh, no, whoa, wrong C. Who is teaming up with Cam Brink?
This is where I have Camila Cardoso.
Biggs.
Talked about it just a few minutes ago, but they do have some front court players. But I think Camila Cardoso's ceiling and what she brings right now would help them more. And especially if you have a front court of Cam and Camilla, that's a very daunting front court, especially defensively.
Yeah.
And they can both grow together. They can both grow together offensively. Cam is a good passer. Camilla has the ability to pass as well. And we're seeing a little bit of both. We're seeing teams go smaller and teams go bigger. We have the wings that play McCowan and Natasha Howard and Satu. They also play Kalani with McCowan or with Natasha Howard. You have the Sun who play big, but then you have teams like the Liberty also play big, but you could also say they play small in a way because they play two smaller guards, and then two fours. Really, they don't really have a center. They play two fours, technically. But then a team like the Mercury play pretty small. They have BG, but then their four is Sophie Cunningham. Same with the Mystics. Della Dawn was their four last year. She's smaller. She's tall, but in terms of frame. So it really just depends on.
The Sun had to.
What's up?
I said the Sun had to. Out of Bree Jones being hurt.
I mean, they played big with her too.
Yeah,
they had Jonko and Bree for a couple of years, and then last year was Bree, At, Dewana, Becca Allen. They're all 6 foot plus. So because Becca Allen really is like a 3-4, and she was playing at 2.
Becca Allen's tall.
Yeah, Becca Allen's like 6'2", 6'3", maybe. Yeah. And then Dewana's like 6'4". Alyssa Thomas about 6'5", and then I could be wrong, but that seems about right for their heights. But yeah, they can play both of them together. They can play one at a time when someone comes off the court. I just think it gives them it gives them something to work towards. They have some young guards that they can try to build around with Kia, Lexi, Ray. You still have Ari. Yeah, Zaya. That was my question mark. Is Zaya the starting guard this year?
United.
I think Kia starts. I think Hamby either starts at the 3 or she's the first off the bench.
Yeah.
And then, do you want Lexi out there for the shooting? Ray Burrell had a really good end of the season last year, so I'm really interested to see what their lineup looks like. Kurt Miller. I'm interested to see what he could potentially do with this lineup if things shake out this way. Things could shake out completely different. So, but yeah, I have Camila Cardoso going number 4.
Word, you heard it here first. Well, not first, but you heard it from us. Camila Cardoso 4 to the Los Angeles Sparks. All right. We talked about the team a lot last year for having a lot of bigs. So I don't know if they go in that direction this year, but Dallas Wings are on the clock with the 5th pick of the WNBA draft. Who do they select?
This is where the draft got a little difficult for me. Just based off of fit and need. I have them choosing JC Sheldon with this pick. A guard that guards, has the ability to facilitate. And for the Wings, they have a lot of the same, and we've talked about that for a couple of years now. They've got a lot of post players that play similarly, and then you've got Enrique. They have in the past they have Marina as well. Then you have Enrique, who is a volume shooter, volume scorer. Needs the ball in her hands to really get a feel. And then Satsu can do everything. She's really a Swiss Army knife on the court. But you also have players like Veronica Burton, Crystal Dangerfield. This year they'll have Lou Lopez Seneschal. They'll still have Maddie Segris. So it'll be interesting to see what they do end up doing, but I could see them going JC Sheldon here because Crystal Dangerfield really came in and was really good for them. So if they can get some of the same, if not more, from JC Sheldon, that would be huge for them. I think her ability to push the pace as a point guard is key for them because they're a younger team. They're a team that should be running more. Um, so yeah, I got JC Shelton going there. She got the ability to shoot, um, and really effective defender. So I think that's what the Wings need.
Yeah. JC Sheldon, one of the better defenders in this class. Um, Another player that a lot of people can I don't say be surprised about, but it's just that they're gonna find out about soon. Being that, I know Ohio State got the early exit in the tournament, but that doesn't take away from the fact that JC Sheldon is a impact player and someone that can help a franchise right away. All right. Going to your area, your side of town, your side of the map for this next pick. Shout out to our guy Wayne Cole.
Shout out
Just,
to Wayne, man.
just a quick shout out to our boy.
Shout out Wayne.
Oh man. People's champ.
Man.
Um
Facts.
Washington Mystics are on the clock here at 6. What direction did they go? They
Some
they
people
lost.
want to
They
go
lost.
ahead.
My fault. They lost. Well, they lost to Sasha Cloud. Lost to Landon Deladon. It's a new team a little bit this year. Shakira Austin, Ariel Atkins running the show. What direction do they go, and what need do they address with their pick at 6?
There's two ways they could go with this. They could go point guard, or they could go power forward. I think around that you're pretty solid right now with Ariel Atkins, Brittany Sykes at the 2 and 3, and then Shakira Austin at the 5.
Yeah.
So it's really what are you trying to build towards right now? So I have them. What's up?
Does the hometown hero come home?
No, actually,
Oh,
I have Edwards,
oh,
Canadian, coming to DC. I think her next to Shakira Austin is actually a really interesting fit. Um, Aaliyah Edwards has the ability to step out and shoot the ball. Um, that's good movement. Both of them can run out in transition. I think they can work well together as well. So um, they'll still have to answer that point guard question if they go with Aaliyah Edwards. And then if they go with a point guard, say they go with Celeste Taylor or someone like that. Because if you go with one of the overseas players, they may not be coming over this year. So you'll really just be running with the roster you have right now. So it'll be interesting to see what they try to do with the one. Does Ariel Atkins run the one this year? Is that more? Is Dee Richards taking a bigger role? We'll just have to see based off of what happens in this draft. But I say they go Lee Edwards and they go with the short pick right now.
shout out to Aaliyah Edwards. Definitely had a great tournament run. And is definitely gonna be a player that I think can help a team right away as well. And I think this is a good position for her to be in, being that you're on a team. I look at it like this. Yeah, draft position is cool, or drafting the right player is cool, but at the same time, the right player has to go to the right team. Like, you don't want to draft best available if the best available doesn't make sense. I mean, in most cases, best available does end up working out, but in a draft like this, I think it can work out. You can draft best available, like any of these players can play for any of these teams. But I think in this case of picking Aaliyah Edwards at 6 here for the Washington Mystics, I think it works out and it makes sense to where it can be someone that you can build around, be someone that can help out in a position and just help strengthen a position. I mean, I know we saw improvement from Shakira Austin last season. I know Maisha Hines Allen had a pretty solid season too, from what I remember. But this is a chance where you can improve in that area. So yeah, I mean, hey, I think Washington they have a good front office, with Mike T-Walt and the T-Walt family running things there. I think they make a good decision whether it's Aaliyah Edwards or not. But I think Aaliyah Edwards is a good pick here based off of who's been picked in this draft so far and who's available.
They could go. They could go with the hometown pick as well with Angel Reese.
Yeah,
I just think
I don't see anything wrong with that either.
so
So
with
I would feel the same way as I feel with Aaliyah Edwards. So
because since I mean it's not like they're looking to win now, so you could go with Angel Reese to go with who you think may have the potentially have the higher upside.
yeah,
Uh, because they moved down and chose Shakira Austin over Ryan Howard. And
yeah,
that
they had the
Shakira
150.
Austin is good, but that's not looking like the smartest decision right now because they were trying to win now by going to get Shakira Austin and solidifying their defense in the front court.
Yeah,
But if you have Ryan next to Elena Deladon, it
I was so ready for that duo,
looks
bro.
a lot different, especially considering they had Tina Charles the year before that and could have just brought her back and ran it like that. But hey,
I was so ready for that duo.
it would have been tough.
Yeah,
Especially if she could have, she could have potentially stayed healthy or played in, more games alongside with Ryan. But if you even think about it, I mean Natasha Cloud, Ryan, and Brittany Sykes, that is a formidable backcourt right there. So yeah,
all right, word. Mystics, Leah Edwards, 6th pick. Chicago Sky, they're back on the clock. They traded up with Minnesota, swapped the 8th pick for the 7th pick. And what they gonna do with it, man? Who they gonna get at 7?
I think if you're moving up, you're going for the upside, you're going for the potential, you're going for the home run at this draft spot at least, and I think they're going Angel Reese. You team up Angel Reese and Rickea Jackson, players that know each other well, can mesh together on the court.
Beef on the court. Was it in talking
I
back?
I don't know
Was
if it
that
was
Timmy
Rickea. I don't know if it was Rickea. I know.
Okay.
I think
Is
it
that
was.
is
I
that
think
you
it
just being
was.
is that just me being messy?
I think it was Hollingshed that she was
Okay.
talking.
So that's just me being messy here.
Because I remember her saying like she looked up at the thing and was like how many points you got. She wouldn't say that to Rickea Jackson because Rickea Jackson gonna have her numbers.
Boy, I can't wait for Angel to start talking trash in the W. I want to see how far along. I want to see how quick she talks trash, or has a trash talking moment, or if she's like,
If she gets a block,
"Yeah, girls be like, yeah, you in the league now, little girl. Like, nah, you ain't talking all that big talk over here." I just want to see what happens.
bringing out the energy. Um, but yeah, I just think at this part of the first round, you're really looking for best player available,
Yeah.
or you're looking for a player to stash. And if you're the Sky, you don't really have the time to stash. Not saying that you're trying to rebuild quickly, but you want to rebuild with pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have 3 picks in the first 13, you can make your rebuild go by a little bit quicker if you go 3 players that can contribute right now.
This draft?
If you get Rakia,
What about this draft for
say,
a long
say you
time?
get Rakia, Angel Reese,
Yeah.
you could potentially get Rakia, Angel Reese,
Mhm.
and somebody like based off who I have going in the first round. You could get a Charisma Osborne, someone like that, someone of that nature, like a Deasia Fair.
Yeah.
Um, there's guards that you can bring in that can contribute right away. So um, the Sky can be looking like if you're looking at people looking at their outlook right now aren't super high on them, but after this draft, they could be looking like one of the best young teams in the league. So they really need to hit on all 3 of these picks that they have in the first 13 picks.
Yeah, I can see them, especially with their draft position, like maybe doing something similar to what the Lynx did last year.
Either two.
Yeah. But I don't know. This is the draft that have multiple draft picks in. Like, if you want to really look forward and like, this is a draft that could help change
Yeah.
it. Like, if you're not the Aces or the Liberty or the Sun or trying to think of
Or Seattle.
or Seattle, yeah. If you're not either of those teams that are towards the top, you're not even you're not in a bad position. Like you're gonna be fine. Literally, like this draft class is gonna help save your franchise.
Funny enough,
Done
the
correct,
Aces.
if done correctly. Now, I'm not
Yeah,
saying yeah, if done correctly, but that just goes to show like someone like Andy Reid getting picked at 7 in a draft where like if she was in maybe last year's draft class or draft class before last, she would get picked a little higher. But this was the class that we've hyped up for a couple of years, and now it's here.
yeah. Funny enough, the Aces and the Liberty have a good bit of second and third round picks. So I'm interested to see what they do with those.
I am very interested as well.
Yeah. They have I want to say they both have like two each.
Yeah, being
Two
that
two
they
third rounds.
being that they kind of struggled with depth last year
Yeah.
to the Aces. Aces
And if you look at the
had
Liberty's
what,
process,
7 players available in
yeah.
that game 4.
Yeah.
Something crazy like
If you look at the
relying on
Liberty,
players that have never haven't started all season or maybe started a game during like I think that was Kayla George's second game she started that whole season.
it's possible.
Yeah, and relying on big Kirsten Bell minutes,
They Colson too.
Sid Colson minutes. Whenever Becky runs a 6 player rotation most times and
Yeah.
don't play the bench players until like the last 2 minutes of a 20-point blowout even. Like she might be Tom Thibodeau of the W. Let me stop.
Yeesh.
but um but yeah, no, definitely interesting to see where those teams do in the later rounds.
Yeah. Especially for the Liberty, because if you look at their roster,
Hmm.
outside of their starting five, Kayla Thornton
Hmm.
and then Nyara Sabali,
Yeah,
they're all new players to the team.
yeah, because Hanzi ain't coming this year. Uh,
Hansu.
I don't know why I said Hanzi. Hanzu.
Yeah. She's not even listed on their roster though.
Hanzu is not coming to play this year.
They have Jokic as well, but she didn't play for
My
them last
dog, bro. My Marie Johannes not playing this year either. Dog. I'm hurt.
year. That's
I'm
why I'm like
so hurt.
these second and third round picks could be important for them because the
I'm
players
watching.
that they have are
Watching
unproven right
LF
now.
French basketball though, because I gotta see Marie hoop. I'm
Hey,
I'm
type
locked in. I
type in
might put a French
YouTube.
Johannes shirt. Like I don't know.
Type in her highlights on YouTube. I was just watching some this morning. She's been hooping
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm
because
gonna have
she played against Layla when I was watching
Layla.
Lakin. She's in the draft. She's
Okay, yeah. All right, bet we here. All right, all right. Moving on to the 8th pick, Minnesota Lynx. Who
speaking of.
who is Kathy Engelbert adding to the roster? Not Kathy Engel. What? What? Oh my gosh. I'm tired, yo. Who is Cheryl Reeves added to the roster?
That is a wild mix up. Wow. All right.
I didn't even mix Cheryl Reeves up with her twin.
This was fun.
I forgot the name of the coach, but it was another coach. There was like I haven't seen Cheryl Reeves and somebody else in the same room.
I can't remember.
It's a
Uh,
college. I forgot who it is.
hmm.
I forgot who it is, but it's a college coach. It's like, yo, have you ever seen Cheryl Reeves and such in the same room? Exactly. But who is
uh,
Cheryl Reeves adding to the roster? I said Kathy Engel.
well, speaking of Layla Lakin, this is why I have her going.
Okay.
Uh, the Lynx are a team that I feel like can afford to take a chance on a player that may not come over this year. Um, they need guard play. They need um, talent. Not saying that they don't have it. I'm just saying you can use pretty much anything when it comes to what you have. And they have a pretty good roster, especially what they brought um, in the offseason. They brought in Courtney Williams, right? Yeah, Courtney Williams and Alana Smith. You've got Fee, you've got Diamond Miller. Um, I would love to see Layla Lake and Diamond Miller running on the court together. Um, watching some tape on Layla. I really enjoy watching her game. She's 5'11", the guard, has the ability to shoot from three in the mid range. She can create her own shot. She's got speed. She's dangerous in the open floor. She's good at finishing around the rim. She's a good decision maker off of screens. And if she's not coming over, she'll be even better next year. So I think the Lynx can afford to take a pick where that doesn't come over immediately, but they also could go with a player that they can get what they need right now. So I have Layla Lakin go to the Lynx at 8. I think if they wanted to get a player right now, they would have stayed where they were. They wouldn't have traded back.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
All right, Layla Lincoln for France.
Yep.
Eighth pick for the Minnesota Lynx.
I think if Kitley wasn't hurt, this would be a good spot for her.
Yeah.
They have Dorka, got Fee, but with Milic being traded, Jess Shepard not playing here this season. There's someone else that I can't think of.
Hurts my heart, bro.
Huh?
It hurts my heart that she's hurt still, bro.
Let me see. There's someone on the Lynx that's not coming over, or is either not coming over or taking the year off. The Lynx. I don't know why I can't remember the name off the top of the dome right now. Got Dorka. That's really their only center now. Trading Milic, so they could try to get a center in this draft. Ruthie Heber would be their next. 5. With no Jess Shepard this coming season, so it'll be interesting to see what they do. They could go with a center or they could go with a center or a player that can contribute right now. But I think based off of what they have, I think you can take the chance on Lake.
Yeah, I think because Minnesota was in a position last year, I think they kind of overachieved a little bit. Being that it was supposed to be rebuild year, but their rookies really balled out with Diamond Miller and Dorka Uhas. Like they really cooked.
All WNBA fee.
Yeah.
MVP vote fee. Yeah, a couple of votes.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about MVP votes though, because
No, we ain't talking about MVP votes. That's what pisses me off. It's
we
too late.
still don't know.
Too late for that. It's too late for that, bro. It's too late for that. Like I have two people that I are gonna have to see me off the hands. It is the one person that didn't vote Derek Jeter, first ballot Hall of Famer, and the
Yeah,
one
that's
person
wild.
that gave AJ Wilson a fourth place vote.
As a Red Sox fan, I can say that's wild. Like to this day, I don't know how that happened.
Like we're talking about Derek Jeter.
Yeah, somebody said he wasn't Hall of Famer. It's crazy.
Wasn't first ballot Hall of Famer.
They're like, nah, maybe the second one. Like, boy, you thought somebody was going to agree with you? Or you just want to be different? Like, that's goofy.
He handled that better than I would have. Class act, Derek Jeter.
Like, yo, who was it? He ever played baseball before? Interesting.
Let it have been a baseball player. Let it have been a baseball player. He beat. Like, oh, it's you? That's like if I don't know. Paul Pierce is on the committee for voting. Paul Pierce is on the committee for voting.
In that committee now.
And he doggone is the reason why LeBron James isn't unanimously voted as a Hall of Famer.
In that committee, immediately if Paul Pierce on that thing.
Anyways, man,
You had the shorties with him.
Dallas Wings have the ninth pick in this draft. Their second pick in the first round. Who is going to be the newest Dallas Wing?
For the Wings, I think this is a similar to the Lynx in the last pick. I think they can afford to take an overseas player and wait for them to come over. So I haven't taken Nadia Poach. I just feel like with all the players they have and the talent that they have already, could get kind of crowded. Um, so I think bringing in a player with the upside that she does have, um, and she's similar to a walk in a little bit, just with the style of play and their frame. Um, but she's got great lateral quickness, great defensive instincts. She's got speed, athleticism, ability to shoot the three, and she hustles. So that's a player that literally anybody would want on their team. She also played on the same WNBA team as Lauren Jackson, Leilani Mitchell, and Mercedes Russell. So she played with WNBA vets, WNBA legends, great all-time greats, and learning from them, playing with them. Um, you're only going to get better and understand the game more and more. So I think the Wings decided to go with um, Nadia Poach.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of great things about Nadia Poach. Australia being one of the better ball clubs teams out there, being one of the teams
Yep.
that run that give the USA a run for their money year after year, both on the men's and the women's side. So you gotta respect it. A lot of great hoopers came out of Australia.
They lying. Yes. I was so happy when I saw her. I was like, Leilani! Yeah. I think I like her as a player because she's so short. I'm like, see, short people can't do it. She's like 5'4", bro. Can she still be out there giving people buckets?
Yeah, word. Uh, the 10th pick, Connecticut Sun are on the clock. It's the 10th pick of the WNBA draft. The Connecticut Sun select.
This one's interesting because Stephanie White called a lot of Big Ten games.
I'm about to say she was on a bunch of calls. I'm like, is this allowed?
So I think they draft Celeste Taylor. She saw Celeste Taylor a lot up close. I'm sure got to talk to her, being broadcasters for a good bit of Big Ten games. And she fits exactly what Connecticut likes to do, defending and um, yeah, just pretty much defending. Um, I think she would fit right in. Um, they have Mo Jefferson, but I would love to see a lineup of Celeste, Tiffany Mitchell, Dewana, AT, and Bree Jones. I think that would be a really fun lineup to see. So I think they could use a scoring guard, but knowing how Connecticut typically drafts and how they've played the last couple of years, I would expect them to draft a Celeste Taylor type of player.
Yeah, man. Celeste Taylor's a good player. I think she has potential to be like a good two-way player in this league. Um, her defensive ability has been great to watch and see over the past years. I always think of that Duke performance in the March Madness last year, where she had a near
Colorado,
almost a quad dub.
yeah,
Insane. Like,
they needed like 3 points. Like, girl, get the or like 4 points. Go get them points, man.
wait, man, quit passing. Like, what are we doing? Get to it.
Or
Bro, she like missed about a couple of points or something. I was just like, I remember watching that performance and being like, yo, like I thought she was ready to go to the draft last year.
I did too.
I thought she needed to go. I didn't think she needed another year. even though this past year wasn't bad. And I don't want to say it hurt her draft stock because this is a stat draft as is. But
This is about the same spot she would have been last year.
I knew she would have been. I don't think an early draft pick last year, but
I think
definitely. I
her
think definitely mid draft pick. Like I think she would definitely have been picked maybe like let's see what's in the middle, like 5 to 8 range of this draft. But yeah, Celeste Taylor definitely could help them out on the perimeter. Um, especially then they lose the Tisha Heidemann or is she still there?
Hope they do. She's in Minnesota.
Minnesota. Jasmine Thomas ain't well. They've been lost Jasmine Thomas last year.
No Jasmine Thomas. No Brian January. Yeah. You running with Jeff Clapton.
You need that defensive person on the perimeter again. That person that's going to chase the best offensive player around and pick him up half court, whatever. Like, yeah.
Losing Beck Allen was big too because she was so good defensively.
Yeah.
So you're hoping you get that with Tiffany Mitchell, and then you can also bring in Celeste Taylor to help you with that.
Yep. All right, cool. Now we're going to New York. What player is staying behind while everybody else go to their new homes? This player is staying in Brooklyn. They're like, oh, okay, bet. All right. While y'all leave, I'm gonna go apartment shopping.
None other than Paige Becker-Swin.
Let's go, guys. I'm glad we right here with it.
Nika Mule.
Yeah.
Same reasons I said for Celeste. And Celeste did shoot the 3-ball a lot better this season. I want to say that before we. But Nika Mule, great defender, great competitor, is going to do all the dirty work, going to do everything you ask of her and more, and has the ability to shoot. She's not going to take the ball out of anybody's hands, but she also has the ability to run the point and pass the ball really well. She broke Sue Bird's single season assist record last season, or not this season, but the season before, when Paige missed the whole season. So she has the ability to run the court as the guard or as the lead guard. She also can play off the ball, but her defensive intensity, her defensive prowess is why she will be drafted. And like we said earlier, the Liberty have a ton of players that have either not played with them or are unestablished and unproven in the WNBA. So Nika has a chance to go in there and be Nika and make the roster, in my opinion. I think he makes the most sense for this choice or for this pick.
I agree. It's whatchamacallit. Nika really showed on the world stage that she is one of the better defenders out there in the nation. I think this helps them right away because with the Liberty perimeter defense was something that they needed desperately. I mean,
desperately.
Respect to Sabrina. Respect to man, yeah.
Y'all get fried.
But
fried. Like chicken. Fried chicken. That's what it was.
Yeah.
KP and Jackie and Chelsea,
Chelsea had her way.
Like all of that. All of that.
Had their
all of that. Way. You already know what Chelsea be on when she sees some food now. She everything. She hitting every move in the book.
Yeah.
And then every move in the book, and then you don't know where she's going.
Exactly.
Y'all looking here.
I can't wait to watch Chelsea watch. Can't wait to watch Chelsea play basketball again. But yeah, no. This definitely helps, especially I know maybe relying on a rookie isn't like the for sure thing, but this is someone that you can rely on in the playoffs that can help you out in those matchups. That can help you coming off the bench too.
You at least have the ability to go to it.
Yeah.
Even if she's not someone that plays a ton during the season, you have the ability to like, all right, this guard is really, really attacking us right now. They're finding mismatches, they're finding weaknesses. Throw Nika in and see if she can rattle someone for
Yeah,
at
because
least
I mean they
2 minutes.
sacrificed their depth bringing in Slew, Stewie, John Quell,
Yep.
and then that they lost some great defenders like Aditi Richards, Michaela Onyenwere,
Rebecca Allen.
like Allen. They had to make up for that. So I think this is how they do it. Late draft pick, get them on a budget. Yeah.
Yeah. They needed the perimeter defense. Well, they need the perimeter defense. They could also go Charisma Osborne. She's also a very good defender, but also can score the ball. But I
That's
don't
someone
think
else to have her there.
Liberty needs scoring. So that's where I'm looking. But they could use scoring off the bench. So I could see them going Charisma Osborne here as well.
Yeah. All right. Last pick of the first round. On to the A with it. Who going to Atlanta?
Um, this one is it's an interesting team because you have Jordan Canada now. You got Ryan, you got Alicia, you got Cheyenne Parker, you got Tina Charles. Then you have Haley Jones, Nia Coffey, Ariel Powers, Letitia Ami here, and Nas Hillman. Um, I think they're another team that can afford to go overseas. So I think they go Isabel Borlays. Um, so 5'11" Australian guard, played with Bree Turner in the WNBL, 3-level scorer and a willing passer. Something that they could obviously use. Um, we'll see what Haley's role is this year in terms of what position she'll play. And then obviously they've got Jordan. Um, but point guard was something that kind of struggled last year due to injuries and Haley trying to play a new position in a new league. So it'll be interesting to see how they navigate that whole position. Um, this is also a spot where I can see Charisma going, um, just because she can play the 1 and the 2, she can score and she can defend. But I would go, or I have Isabel Borlays going here.
Oh, where's she from again?
Australia.
Australia. Another Aussie.
Yep.
Yeah, man, Atlanta's an interesting team. Just on the fact that they just have a lot of pieces in a lot of places.
Yeah.
Um, that I don't want to say doesn't really fit, but it's like you're questioning how does it fit, you know?
Their team is gonna be based off their team isn't gonna be able to get better in free agency or the
Yeah,
draft unless you move certain pieces around.
yeah,
Their team is gonna be all about the players that they have now progressing. How
yep,
much better does Ryan get? How much better does Alicia Gray get? How much better does Diane Parker? How much better does um, Haley get? How much better does Letitia and me here get? Nas had a big jump last year.
yeah,
Can Haley or Letitia have that jump this season? Nia Coffey, if she's healthy, and you have Ariel Powers, their bench is a lot better this season. And I think if you want to run just those 5 as the bench, I think you can get a lot from that. So um, the dream can go a lot of different ways with this. It'll be interesting to see what Tina Charles's role is with the team, or how often she plays, if she's starting. She didn't play last season, so she may be a little bit healthier than she was in the year before that. But she was really good with the Mystics that year, so um, it'll definitely be interesting to see what Tanisha Ray is going to do with the team. Because last year I had a lot of questions.
oh yeah, you and I both. Everybody did. A lot of people did, but yeah, no, I hope Haley Jones gets a bigger shot this season.
Speak on it.
Gets room to develop, gets room to grow. Because you drafted her high last season. Well, not even high. She kind of fell a little bit, but like still, you drafted her, and this is the person that you wanted. And for her to not see the time that she probably should have seen, we're talking about a former NCAA tournament most outstanding player here. I went Tariq is beside himself, boy. But yeah, nah.
Come on now. What are we doing?
Yeah, I just want to see what direction they go or how they choose to run the team this year. I think
All I
we
know is more minutes.
from Brian. I know that this could be a big season for Haley if she plays. Like, I view Haley the same way I view Cam Thomas. And if you know how I view Cam Thomas,
Don't you ever,
that's to tell you something. That's
you
to tell
ever
you something.
for life put Haley Jones in the same category as Cam Thomas. He does one thing. She does a ton. Don't ever in your life.
I get to explain why
Uh,
I didn't get to explain why I feel that way. All right. I view Haley Jones in the same way I view Cam Thomas, as in they need a bigger or like they need opportunity, right? That's all. That's all.
absolutely not.
So they need opportunity.
Not put.
Haley is my W Cam Thomas. She needs the opportunity. I'm gonna petition for her to get the opportunity so she gets the opportunity. When she gets the opportunity, she starts cooking. Then I'm like, haha, I freaking told you so since day one.
You told him?
I mean, you told him.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was on here.
I'm co-signing. I'm telling him with you. I'm telling him with you. I'm in agreement with you, sir.
Okay.
Just like how other people are in agreement with me, with whoever else I'm in agreement with. I'm not gonna say names. I'm not gonna say names. But yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Same way I agree with others on other players that are in a similar situation. I say all this to say that Haley Jones needs her opportunity because she's an impactful player when she has her opportunity.
She gave the damn champions 5 last year, 26. Come on now.
Like 20 minutes or something like that, something crazy.
Get him. Come on now.
Like, how do you expect somebody to develop if they're not on the foot to develop?
Come on now.
How you
Preach.
expect someone to impact and change your team
Preach.
if they're not out there to do so?
Hallelujah.
You know, experience is the best teacher.
That's a fact.
No, the more reps you get in, the better.
Amen.
Like, she's at the highest level she could play at. So for her to get better, she needs to play. Now, y'all have nothing to lose. Y'all the Atlanta Dream. Y'all have nothing to lose. I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to say it like that because a lot of I feel like a lot of Atlanta Dream supporters probably watch the show. But I'm just saying though, like you guys were not a contender last year, so you have nothing to lose. If anything, this is a year for you. That last year was a year for y'all to get better. This year's a year for y'all to get better. Like, what are we saying here, bro? Like y'all have nothing to lose again this season. If anything, y'all overachieve. Wait, did they make the playoffs last season?
Yeah, they were 4-5. They played Dallas.
That's right.
Dallas swept.
That's right. But y'all have nothing to lose. Y'all just gonna get better. Y'all have no big expectations. Y'all are not a contender going into the season. Find ways to get better. Find ways to be a contender. Find ways to see what works for the future, who y'all could build around for the future, because y'all have great talent. Y'all have Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray, Haley Jones, Cheyenne Parker. That's before your starting five right there. Nas Hillman. Maybe not. I don't think that's a crazy. I don't say a crazy lineup. I don't know how that lineup works. But damn it, they need to be in rotation.
Nah, still in her draft. Just so y'all know. She was a beast last.
Somebody said Tariq had a projected what, first round in that draft? And she dropped to like what, second?
I had her projected like top 5.
What are we doing here, man?
I think I had her getting taken ahead of.
Who was in that draft?
I had her going to Washington.
Mm.
But then once they traded back, yeah, I think I had her going 3rd, maybe 4th.
Yeah, no, Nas was a beast.
Ended up going,
and I'm glad she got
it. 12th.
Glad she is getting her chance in the W.
So she kept picking the 2nd round. She was crazy.
Yeah. I remember watching that draft and it was like, damn.
Wow, I was heated, boy. Every time a draft player went by, I'm tweeting. Like, hold on, no Nas?
Yeah.
We still ain't see Nas?
I have a feeling it's gonna happen again this year. It happens every year.
No, it definitely does. It's just it's so hard to gauge because none of them are able to work out or anything like that with, or like even have real conversations with the teams or organizations about to draft them, which puts them so far behind the eight ball. Like they don't know nothing about them. Their first conversation is after they get drafted. So
Yeah.
that's something that needs to be changed and needs to be worked on 100%.
Yeah. I mean, like, how do you do it? Do you push the season back? Like push the start of the season back to late May to give the girls a chance to be college students and
At least get this 2 week stretch of
yeah,
being to go
because literally
work
the
out.
championship was last Monday. Well, not last Monday, last Sunday.
Yeah. At least get it, but you gotta at least give them
Well,
the
it was at the parade today. I mean, I know South Carolina and New York ain't nothing but a 2 hour flight, but travel takes a lot out of you. Standing in lines, going to TSA, waiting on your bag, traveling from the airport to your destination, checking into your hotel probably like God, but like travel days ain't easy, bro.
not
Travel
for
days
sure.
not easy. Not easy for the average individual, let alone a WNBA draft prospect. So
I just think they need to find a way to at least get these players a couple of workouts. It don't got to be a workout every team, but each player, like Caitlin, wouldn't need to work out because we know she's going number one.
yeah,
But 2 through 4,
probably taught have meetings, whatever.
2 through 4 could be anybody.
I'm about to say, and
Five,
then even
five
with
through
the later
12,
draft picks, even with the later like
yeah,
people that are projected later, like
they're
Charisma
just taking
Osborne,
it.
Adeasia Fair, Celeste Taylor,
They're just taking
uh,
a guess.
Anika Mule, like all the players that we've named, like players that we haven't even named that are still projected to be in this draft, like a Josh Shelley,
Yeah,
like
Bailey Gonzalez,
yeah,
Alyssa Pilly,
yeah,
Mackenzie Holmes,
Steve Holmes, Liz
uh,
Kitley,
Jessica Carter.
Abby Shue,
Yeah,
Asia Blackwell,
yeah,
like it's a lot of people.
yeah.
This draft is kind of deep, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. I was looking at the names
I was
earlier.
looking. I said, "Yo, what?" Like
I was looking
ESPN
at
got
the
Jalen.
draft.
ESPN got Jalen Sherrod as the last pick of the draft.
Yeah, I saw that. I said,
I
"Oh,
was like, "What?"
y'all are bugging."
I was
Alive?
like, "What?" You got Sarah Scalia at 34. Hannah Jump 31. Like that's third round, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. But hey, man, WNBA draft tonight, man. We'll be tweeting through it, so y'all know who to tune into. Talk about whatever. Talk with y'all see us on the TL. So
you already know.
yeah. But anyways, man, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the Hoodie and Headband podcast. We'll be back later on this week to talk NBA playoffs, playing, all that good stuff with a special guest. Yeah.
Appreciate it.